So one of the questions that I probably get more than anything, or just as much as anything else in my comment section, is what are the types of tools that I can use to get my own free logos, free images, and things like that I can use in TeamBuilder for my teams. I still want you guys to be able to enjoy these types of features, get your own custom stuff, get your own custom teams into TeamBuilder and have fun with this. Now, I'm going to mention this a couple times in the video, but I want to preface right now by saying I am by no means trying to tell you guys that, that graphic designers aren't as good as AI or anything like that. Graphic designers are always going to be better than what you'll get from AI because they can give you something very, very specific and very, very personal. This is not me pushing AI or, trying to, undermine what graphic designers do, especially considering I'm a graphic designer myself, okay? I am just saying right now, and I've said it before, I am accepting the fact that AI is here as it should be, okay? If somebody cannot afford to pay a graphic designer or can't, afford the time to sit down and learn a graphic design program, AI is something that they can use that's easy and they can get their own unique stuff, something that feels unique to them to make things more immersive when they get into the game. So I'm not going to go on a full rant, but I do want to say that is all I'm doing here. So, if you're a graphic designer and you're seeing this, understand I am in no way am I trying to undermine what you do. Please understand that. But I did want to release this video for you guys because I have been getting this question a lot, and I think that this program that I'm going to show you guys today called Adobe Firefly, which is free, I think there's a premium version, but it is free. I think it's going to help you guys a lot. And if you do learn something in the video today, leave it a like, man, because it helps so much. And if you're rocking with me, but you're not subscribed yet, man, stick around, subscribe, and join me on this journey, man. There's so much more coming. I would love to have you around, man. You guys are my boys already anyway. One of the tools that they have here, though, is an AI generative tool called Firefly, and I really love it. I'm going to link this in the description for you guys, how you can get right to this page. And let's just say, hypothetically, we want our own logo. And, we don't know exactly how we want it to look yet. So let's say you have like a team called the Tigers or the Bengals or something like that. We'll just type in Tiger head logo for college football team. And we'll put in, we'll put black and gold. We'll say, we'll say black, red, and gold. Let's just say that. Black, red, and gold. And then let's just have it generate something here. Now, mind you, I'm on the free version of this. I think that there is like a premium version, but this is totally free, right? So this is going to just generate some images for us, some logos. So there we go. This is the first thing that we get here that pops up on the screen. And now you're going to notice it gives us these 4 logos, right? It gave us exactly what we asked for. But over here on the left-hand side, though, we can change a bunch of things like the composition or the style. So let's say, hypothetically, I want it to be in this LSU Tigers type style right here, and say, I was going to put it on the helmet or something like that. Whatever I want to do with it, I have that saved to my desktop. I'm going to drag it in over here and just drop it on this styles reference. Or you could literally just click Upload Image and then navigate to your computer wherever you have it. I have it right here on the desktop. Click it, click upload. It's going to give you a little message about uploading images and stuff like that. And then you can also choose to edit the intensity and the strength. For the intensity, it just adjusts the overall intensity of your the existing characteristics, right? Now, we don't have anything for composition, so there's nothing existing. But strength, just adjust the strength of style, matching and effects with a single control. So we want it to really match that LSU logo. It might even match the colors. I'm not even 100% sure. But either way, it doesn't matter. We are going to now click generate and see what we get. So now, as you can see, we get our tiger head logo, but we kind of get it in the, style of the LSU logo that I just imported. Now I'm going to show you how you could do this with an already existing logo. So let's say, right, let's say my Jaguars logo that I made, right? And let's say I wanted to make it look more like this Missouri logo. Boom. So I'm dragging in the main Jags, logo as the reference image for the composition here, right? And I'm just going to say, let's say I'll change this Jaguar head logo for college football team, and boom, there we go. We've got that in the prompt. And then I'll drag in that Mizzou logo over here for the reference, right? And we'll just keep the visual intensity and the strength kind of normalized in the middle there. And I will show you what you're going to get here. Now, I'm going to get the Jags logo, but it's going to look more like the Mizzou logo after I hit generate here. So there you go. As you can see, now it gave us we kept the Jaguar style a lot, right? But it gave us a logo that looked more like the Mizzou logo. Now, if I turn down the strength of this, right? And then I turn up the strength of the actual reference. Now you're going to see what you'll get here. And I'll even turn up the visual intensity a bit. So there you have it. Now you can actually see that as we start to play with these sliders, we're getting something that looks, more like the Missouri logo. And you could just keep on playing with this as much as you want, right? And again, you don't even have to use reference images or style images or anything like that for your, for your style composition, any of that. You literally can just type something into the prompt. And say if you wanted to just type something into the prompt and then also, like I said earlier, just use the reference image, you could do that as well. So like, let's say if I wanted to get rid of the composition reference, right? I just have the style reference. Now, let's say I wanted like a bear head that looked like the Mizzou logo. Let's say bear head logo. Now there you go. So now I actually have a bear that looks a lot like the Mizzou logo. And of course I could bring any logo into this and give it that, and give it that style, right? And you could really get crazy with this if you wanted to. Let's say instead of the Mizzou reference, right? Let's say for our reference style, I brought in the Kansas Jayhawks logo instead, right? I still have the bear head logo for a college football helmet, but I'm going to use the Jayhawks logo as a reference. Let's see what we get. So look at this. I mean, as you can see, like, you can get some really cool things. Like, this is honestly, like, I don't even know, man. Like, it's so cool because, like, I actually really like this one over here. I really do like this, to be honest. You know what? I think I'm going to download this. I really am. And as you can see, when I went to download, you got things here. You can add text. You can add shapes and graphics. You could do all this type of stuff, man. Like, honestly, like, this is, now, and mind you, this is free, right? Like, obviously, Photoshop and Illustrator and stuff like that are not. But this, what I'm using here, this is free. Now, as you can see down here, I typed simplified down in the prompt, and I hit generate. And as you can see, it kind of simplified things for me. And another thing you could even do is you could go down here to the effects, and you can go to your, to do it so it can reference different effects. You can go to color and tone. You could do, black and white. You could do golden. You could do all these types of things. Like, I don't know, like, for instance, let's say if we went to golden here, I do see that it gave us like that golden type of tone, right? What if I got rid of the word helmet? That way it just didn't actually use a helmet. And I just want to see what, what that'll do, because I thought it would know what I meant when I said for a college football helmet. But let's just see if I got rid of the word helmet, will it actually remove the helmet? Oh, and it does. Wow. See, now we're getting somewhere. Like, some of this stuff looks a lot better, right? And if I even turn up the strength on the Jayhawks logo, I like this one, actually. I really do. If I turn up the strength on the Jayhawks one, but basically what I'm doing here is I'm just messing around with things to see what works. And I want you guys to be able to do this type of stuff, to create your own logos, get creative with this stuff. That's why I wanted to add this to the video. As you can see, like, bro, some of this is crazy. Like, for real, like, that right there is just, bro, that's actually wild. Like, I would honestly maybe use that. Like, I mean, he's got a football embedded in his head, bro. But I just wanted you guys to be able to see what you can actually do here, you know what I mean, like, with these types of prompts. So many of you guys have asked me, what exactly, can I use to get these types of images. This is a good one, man, and this is one that I think that you guys will like a lot, especially because of the customization features that you get with it. And for my graphic designers out there, I do want to let you guys know, this is it. By no means am I sitting here pushing AI and, trying to phase out graphic designers and things like that. That is not what I'm doing. What I am doing, however, is I'm understanding that we live in a time right now that AI is here. It's here to stay. Now, one of the things that's really cool about this is that you can use this in conjunction with Photoshop as well, right? So we brought our bear image in, and always remember to right-click and rasterize it. I already did that for us, but always remember to do that. And we have it in Photoshop now, and there's we can do anything with this, but I want to show you guys something that you could do with it if you want. So hypothetically, let's say I wanted to remove this football off of his face, right? Let's just say I didn't want it to be there. I could actually go to my lasso tool or my pen tool or whatever I want to use to actually make a selection around this. We're going to select the entire football. Now, if I go right here to generative fill, right? Generative fill, and this is in Photopea. It is, if you go over to the left-hand side under the tools panel in Photopea, you'll see a little band-aid, which is the spot healing brush. If you hold that down, you'll also see something called a magic replace tool. It actually looks like the lasso tool. It's got the same icon, but you can use that to do almost the exact same thing. I mean, not as powerful as Photoshop, but it's still very powerful. And really the difference here between using like a content-aware fill and a generative fill is that generative fill is using an AI prompt, right? Content aware is Photoshop's, engine just trying to say, all right, what's there and what can we do to fix it, right? And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that, right? So if I go to select and if I go to fill and I say content aware, you're going to see that it's going to give me something like this, right? It fills it in, but I mean, that's not that good, right? I mean, like this side and this side now don't look alike. The eyebrow is kind of all, out of whack, right? But it's not horrible, but it's not good, right? So if I go to generative fill though, and I say remove football, keep background, right? And hit enter. Let's see what we get here. It's generating. And there you go. As you can see, now look at what we've got here. Now, not only do we have the eyebrow almost identical, right? And this side almost identical to this side because it's using AI to see the whole image. We also have 3 options, right? So we can scroll through. That one's not as good, I don't think. And neither is that one. The first one really is perfectly fine. It looks perfect. Now, I want to show you one more example, and I'm just going to pick an image that I have here and see, what we can do with it. We'll pick this image that I was going to use for a thumbnail at one point, but I never did. And I'm just going to draw out, I'm going to rasterize the layer. And I'm just going to draw out a rectangle using the rectangular marquee tool here. And, again, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of testing this out here to see what might work. And I'm just going to go to, right about here is fine. And I'm just going to add a jaguar into this. And say if I was making a thumbnail and I wanted it to, let's say I wanted it to look really cool. And I just wanted to say add a jaguar. Again, just random image and random thought. Add a jaguar. And let's see what we get. Bro, hold up. That is actually crazy. They added the jaguar coming between his legs, bro. Hold on a second. I got to see something here. I'm not going to lie. That's actually that's wild. That's actually kind of fire. And like for real, like Ezekiel Miles coming to catch a pass. And then this jaguar just, coming between the legs of the dude from Clemson. So, I mean, there's another thing. Just, again, I'm just adding this in as a bonus for you guys. There's another thing that you could do with this, with generative fill, and whether it be with logos, thumbnails, images, for anything, whether it be for TeamBuilder, whatever you want to do, get creative with it. And again, you can do this for logos as well. And then one last thing that I want to show you that you can do with generative fill that you cannot do with content aware is I drew a box, right, around this. I'll undo it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I drew a selection around this right here, this area, and I typed into generative fill, match this to the other side. And as you can see, despite the fact that it wasn't perfect, it did a pretty good job of matching it to the other side, if I'm being honest. So the generative fill is something that you can use that's really going to streamline things for you, especially if you're not so familiar with all of the tools yet. That's just fantastic. I told it to match the other side, and one of the options was a guy just drawing on the eyebrow. Great job, Adobe. I love it. Now, one of the things I absolutely have to show you real quick, as it pertains to this, I just have this jaguar head here, right, that I made, and I just put in, glow-in-the-dark green outline jaguar head, simple logo, right? And for the effect, I put doodle drawing, but you could put, like, bold lines. You could put whatever you want for your effect and generate it, but I'm going to show you what happens when you press edit. So now we've got the logo that we want, right? Let's just say we want this one, and we go to edit right here, and we're going to go down where it says create a design, and I'm going to go to add text, right? I'm just going to go to add text. It's going to bring me to a whole nother window. Now, I'm just going to show you real quick what this can do. It would take me all day to go through all of the features that this has, but I am telling you, it is game-changing. So in my text box here, I typed in the word Jaguars. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up here and change the font, and Adobe's got a very robust library of different fonts, right? And you're going to see that. I think that one is good, and I'm going to go to fill, and the cool thing about when you go to fill here, you can actually choose the eyedropper, just like if you were in Photoshop, and I'm just going to choose the brightest part of this glow-in-the-dark green type color that I have here, and it's even going to give you recommended colors that you could use, which is amazing. It really is amazing. But I'm going to use this one, so I like that. And I'm going to show you something here that is actually game-changing. If I go to text effects, right, I'm going to go back so you can see what I did there. Down here, right, you see text effects, shadow, shape, animation, all that stuff. If you go to text effects, I'm going to show you how AI can actually change this to a text, like right here. It's got sample effects, right? If you go to gold drip, as you can see now, my Jaguars text has been turned into a gold drip with a few different options that you could use as well. But instead of the gold drip, I'm going to go up here where it says, tell us what you want it to look like. And I'm going to type in here, neon green Jaguar spots. Let's say large neon green Jaguar spots. This is awesome though. Like and this is the first time I'm really testing a lot of this stuff here. It is really, really cool. And you can just see the power of what you can do with this. You know, if I select this one down here in the corner, like, I mean, there's just so many things that you can do with this. Now, let's just say we type in glow in the dark up here. I just, out of curiosity, I want to see what it gives us. You know, it gives us a few different options here, you know, and you don't have to use these. But again, you can just mess with this and see what you can come up with. I mean, you know, you are going to find something that you like. You can add text, you can add different elements, you know, to your photo, whatever it is you know, backgrounds, whatever it is you want to do, it's all here. But that's going to do it, my boys. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, these different types of things that you could do, you know, with AI, with Firefly, if you wanted to, and, you know, the different types of effects that you guys can get. I mean, again, it's just so many cool things that you can do with it, and you can start generating your own logos, your own teams, bringing them into TeamBuilder, just like you see here on the screen here, you know, that I did myself. You know, these things, you can do it. You can absolutely do it. So by all means, you know, go crazy with it. Try to get as creative as you can, because all you really need at that point is, you know, word prompts. You just need text. Just think of something in your head, an idea, and type it in and see what you can come up with. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video today, and thank you so much for all of the support lately. It has been absolutely amazing. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate every single one of you guys. It would take me more than an entire video. It would take me 100 videos, a million videos to tell you really genuinely deep down how much I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for all of the support. We will be back very, very soon. If you're not subscribed yet, but you're rocking with me and you like the content, leave it a like and join us on this journey, man. Subscribe, because we got a lot more great stuff coming. I got a lot of great ideas, and you guys have been feeding me a lot of great concepts, stuff that I'm going to be doing in the future. So I hope you guys will stick around for that. Thank you, boys, so much. Again, as I always say, best community in the entire universe. We will be back very, very soon, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Nowadays the pain follow me, deal with trauma privately. I don't want to be a burden, I handle things defiantly. Spent a decade searching for a higher power guiding me. Figured out that faith is not up there, that it's inside of me. Act with execution, what's a plan with zero action? Faced with bad habits, knowing it's a magnet to my imbalance.